shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an...
What's going on, fight fans? It's another great day when you love MMA. Welcome back to Mad Matty Fight Talk. The Sugar Show is upon us. The Sugar Show era is upon us. UFC 292 just went down at the TD Garden Arena in Boston. And boy, did it hold home to one of the most spectacular finishes in a UFC main event with one of the most hyped fighters in the UFC, Conor McGregor-esque, if you will. Sugar Sean O'Malley gets the job done against Aljamian Sterling with a nasty TKO that came in round 2, 51 seconds in, where Sean pulled Aljo into a beautiful right hand. Just deadly, a sniper shot, if you will. Exactly what Sean O'Malley said he was going to do. He did it. I thought Aljo was going to be able to out-wrestle this guy, but Sean O'Malley actually showed some pretty good takedown defense, and it was a very close back-and-forth first round. But in the second round, 51 seconds in, Aljo lunged in with a big lead straight hand or jab, whatever you want to call it. He came in with a big straight punch. Sean O'Malley was just out of range and slipped in a nasty right hand, put Aljo face first, face down, ass up, as Aljo would say. And Sean O'Malley landed some big, nasty strikes on the ground. Now, Mark Goddard's one of those referees. He was reffing this main event where he likes to stop fights early. He actually does do a good job of preventing damage on fighters, but he let this one go a little bit, which I was surprised about. And actually, I was like, you know, there's no arguing there. It was a good stoppage. He gave Aljo every chance to get back into the fight. Aljo was eating some big bombs, and he got dropped hard. I mean, face planted, almost like face planted, if you will. He went head first into the ground. So Sean O'Malley just did a great job setting that punch up. My brother was telling me while we were watching these fights that Sean O'Malley fights really, really well off of his back foot because he likes to use angle slip and catch people with hard straights like that. And he did exactly what my brother was saying. I mean, he did exactly that. That's almost very similar to what Conor McGregor did to Jose Aldo. The only difference is it was 14 seconds into round 1, so that makes it even more of a spectacular knockout. But the style of punch, extremely similar in the way it looked and the details of it. But Sean O'Malley, man, this kid's a monster. I mean, he definitely took the smartest route to the title. He fought a bunch of nobodies, got a big resume, started getting some nice highlights, just knocking people out left and right, and then gets the job done in the title fight. He has a big fight with Peter Yan before this, waits his turn, gets his title shot, and absolutely obliterates Aljamian Sterling and all the work Aljo did to become such a great champion. Aljo is one of the better champions in the division. So to get a knockout over a guy like that who has all of the grappling and wrestling accolades and even defend a couple takedowns in that fight, it's impressive, man. I'm very impressed with Sean O'Malley. Like I said, I thought Aljo was going to be able to out-grapple him, avoid the big strikes, and take it down. But I was wrong. You know, the sniper shot kills. I mean, Sean O'Malley's showing that this guy has deadly hands. If you can't stand and bang with this guy and you don't have a good defense, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. Now, what I didn't like after the fight was the call-out of Chito Vera. Vera was on the same fight card. He had a really good fight with Pedro Munoz. If you guys missed it, go check it out. Very back and forth. I mean, I thought it was going to be, you know, a very close split decision. He ended up winning a unanimous decision, which I thought Pedro clearly won the second round. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. And also, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe as well. But yeah, the call-out of Chito Vera is very interesting because Chito Vera is not like, you know, very high in the rankings right now. He's number 6. I'm sure he's going to move up a little bit, but he also fought number 10. So Chito Vera fought number 10, and he's getting called out for the title fight. You have the new champ calling to fight you. Now, that's great if you're Chito Vera. But if you're everybody in between that, I don't really know. Henry Cejudo might get a title shot. Merab Dvalishvili, however the fuck you say his name, he might get a title shot. You know, you got Corey Sandhagen. He's injured, but he deserves a title shot. And then there's even guys like Song Yadong. There's a lot of really good guys in that weight class that Sean is just I don't want to say he's avoiding because obviously he has the power to put any of these guys out. But Merab is a really, really tough fight for him. I don't think he wants to go anywhere near a wrestler, which is why he didn't say Merab. He didn't say Cejudo. He went straight for Marlon Vera, who he knows is going to stand and bang with him. Now, I don't know if that's the smartest decision you can make, being the new champion, being the new young gun, with all of the hype, all of the money the UFC's put into you, all of the fans that you've now gained, you already had. He has a huge platform already. Why would you want to lose all that? Chito Vera is a good striker. Calling him out puts you in risk of getting knocked out yourself. And Chito Vera already has a win over you. So what you're doing is putting yourself even bigger risk. I mean, if you're going to call it a striker, call it a guy further down the rankings, like, you know, Rob Font, Song Yadong. I mean, I know these guys are coming off of losses. Corey Sandhagen, wait until he heals and get a fight with him. Instead, you go for a very dangerous striker, which I like that because that's going to be a very entertaining fight. But also, it's like, dude, you put all this work in. You just beat a really good grappler. Clearly, you don't want to fight other grapplers. So go for a striker that's a little bit, you know, in between, further down the road there. Somebody like Corey Sandhagen would be a good fight. Although Corey's been wrestling a lot, I think Sean's very big and would be able to avoid those takedowns. I think him versus Corey Sandhagen is actually the fight to make. Chito Vera, you know, he got back up into the winning column, but he did fight a guy that's lower down the rankings. I would like to see Chito fight maybe, you know, Merab, a Henry Cejudo, or a Petr Yan. Because I even think Petr Yan deserves the title shot over Chito Vera, because Petr Yan, to me, won that fight against Sean O'Malley. It was very close. Maybe I'm being biased, but I think if you're working to get a takedown, you're controlling the guy for almost an entire minute on the ground, you know, maybe landing some punches here and there, but you're trying to keep him in position, whatever. I feel like you're winning the round. If you're on top and you're getting the guy down, you did your job. It's his job to get back up. Now, whatever, however you may see it, you see it. I just still think Petr Yan should be fighting for the title, or Merab. You know, it's very weird because a lot of the guys I'm saying, I know they're coming off of losses. Obviously, I know that, but these are tough fights, and these are people who I think deserve title shots. I mean, Chito Vera definitely, I would love to see him get it, but I just don't think that's the smartest opponent for the UFC to put in him. I don't think that's fair to somebody like Merab. I even think Aljo, with all the work he's done, should probably get a shot at his own title. I mean, he didn't really call for it. I don't know if he even wants to fight O'Malley after getting knocked out like that. But we'll see what happens, man. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Sugar Sean O'Malley. Regardless of the call out, you put an absolute highlight reel together tonight with another nasty knockout over a very good champion. Very impressive, man. Like always, guys, don't forget, hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the fights. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. See you on the next one.
Haters talking shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an